Does he not have a name in this? Maybe he does. Maybe we don't actually get his real name. I've read this thing like a billion times and watched the movie a billion times. Does it give us a name? I don't think it does. My mind has just been blown. Well, hello, Tube. Today we are here to talk about Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. Like you, like me, like everybody else, I don't know how to pronounce his name. So we're just going with it. If you have a way you like to pronounce it, you comment down below. I'm sure it's wrong. If you like this sort of thing, like and subscribe. I'm sure you're already gone. Playlist down below. I don't know if I have any Chuck Palahniuk on my YouTubes. I've read a ton of his stuff, but it's been so long that it was way before I was doing videos. But yeah, I need to correct that. But I have other stuff down below. I have an affiliate link to bookshop.org where if you use it to buy this book or any other book, you get an awesome book at no extra cost. I get a little commission. I said that backwards. And timestamps. I have timestamps. That's new to me. But other people have been doing it forever. But if you want to skip around, go for it. About Charles Michael Palahniuk. Born February 24th, 1962 in Pasco, Washington. At the time of this recording, he wrote 19 novels, 3 nonfiction, 2 graphic novels, and 2 adult coloring books. He's a busy, busy boy. About this book, it was published August 17th, 1996 by W.W. Norton at 200 pages. This one comes in at 218 pages. So, yeah, it's a tad bit longer. There was a movie. I'm sure you know all about the movie. I didn't even know it was a book when for the longest time. I had no idea. For probably 7 years, I thought it was just a movie, a really good movie. The movie came out October 15, 1999 by 20th Century Fox, directed by David Fincher, who did Seven, Alien 3, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Had Brad Pitt, Edward Norton, Helena Bonham Carter, Meatloaf, Jared Leto, like it all-star cast. The synopsis, this is coming from W.W. Norton's website itself. The first rule about Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. Chuck Palahniuk showed himself to be his generation's most visionary satirist in this, his first book. Fight Club's estranged narrator leaves his lackluster job when he comes under the thrall of Tyler Durden, an enigmatic young man who holds secret after-hours boxing matches in the basement of bars. There, 2 men fight as long as they need to. This is a gloriously original work that exposes the darkness at the core of our modern world. Synopsis kind of sucked. I have a segment, though, where I asked ChatGPT to give me a review of the book that I read, just out of curiosity, see how well AI does at doing book reviews. I want to keep an eye on AI because I want to know if it's going to take over my job, my life, the world, kill us all. So one way I'm going to figure that out is if it can give me a book review of a incredibly popular book. Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk is a raw and provocative exploration of masculinity, consumerism, and the search for meaning in a world defined by emptiness and excess. Wow, it starts off banging. Palahniuk's novel dives headfirst into the psyche of its unnamed narrator, who finds himself disillusioned with trapping of modern life. The story follows the narrator's encounter with Tyler Durden, a charismatic and anarchic figure who leads him into the underground world of underground fight clubs. As narrator becomes increasingly entangled in Tyler's subversive philosophy and violent escapades, he grapples with questions of identity and purpose. Palahniuk's writing is relentless, with a punchy prose style that mirrors the intensity of the story's theme. Through the narrator's cynical observations and Tyler's nihilistic rhetoric, the novel exposes the hollow promises of consumer culture and the destructive tendencies lurking beneath the surface of society. If ChatGPT was this good all the time, I'd be scared. I know it's not, but I think it's nailing this book really well. Fight Club is not for the faint of heart. It delves into dark and disturbing territory, exploring themes of violence, alienation, and the search for authenticity in the world of superficiality. Why don't use big words, ChatGPT? What are you doing to me here? Yet amidst the chaos and brutality, there is a glimmer of hope as the narrator confronts his own inner demons and struggles to break free from the constraints of his self-imposed reality. With its incisive social commentary and unflinching exploration of the human condition, Fight Club remains a compelling and thought-provoking work that continues to resonate with readers long after they've put it down. Palahniuk's novel challenges convention and defies easy categorization. That is a weird word. Leaving an indelible mark on the literary landscape. It broke me. ChatGPT just broke me. I think it did a pretty good job. It needs to knock off these really big words because it's throwing me off. My thoughts on Fight Club. I love this book. I love the movie. I love the book. I love everything about it. It has some of the best one-liners. Me personally, if you looked at my book room, you won't believe it. I consider myself a minimalist. I don't own a lot of things. This book kind of is a force for the minimalist movement. I know the minimalists back before, I don't watch them anymore. They got kind of too big for their own britches in my own opinion. But I know they talked about this book a lot. It's kind of a battle cry for minimalism. I love the writing. It's very much its own thing. Once it goes, there is no slow. Is that a thing? I'm trademarking that. It's non-stop. It's in your face. It's gritty. It's dark. It's wonderful. I love the characters. Blew my mind, unnamed narrator. I like how this book differs slightly from the movie in spots, but they're both equally great. To me personally, hate me all you want, it's as close to I'm not going to say it. I was going to say it's very close to a perfect read. But I think if you compared it to some of, is it better than Siddhartha by Herman Hesse? No. Is it more fun? Maybe. They both dive into the deep themes, yes. I can't say it's a perfect read. It's a perfect read. What am I saying? There can be more than one perfect book, right? To me, this is a perfect read. I know a lot of people have now shut this off, and no matter what I say from here on out, they're going to be like, well, that's the guy that thinks that Fight Club is a perfect read. And maybe it came into my life at a time when I needed it and it spoke to me. Maybe it's definitely a comfort read. Although that sounds kind of weird about how a violent book can be a comfort read, but it is very much a comfort read. I've read it I don't know how many times. Every time I read it, there's something I didn't catch before. Spoiler alert, the fat that they make soap out of is Marla's mother's fat, and so they send them boxes of chocolates to keep her fat. How do you even come up with that? Whereas in the movie, they get the fat for the soaps through. It's still human fat, because they're selling the fat of old rich women back to themselves and these really expensive bars of soap. So there is that sort of theme still there, but they get in the movie they get it, you see them dumpster diving for it, whereas in the book it's Marla's mother's. I just think that's funny. I didn't actually pick up on that until this read, or if I did, I forgot about it, which I don't know how you can forget about that. Flew over my head the first few whatever many times I've read it. It's very quirky, it's fun. Yes, it's dark, it's over the top. It should not work as a book. And I'm sure a lot of people will say it doesn't work as a book. But whether you disagree with me on this one, you can disagree with me all you want. I have no problem. Comment down below. Tell me where I'm wrong. I would love to read it. To me, it's nostalgia. I love it. What can I say? Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. Let me know down below what I got right, what I got wrong. Do you like this book? Do you have a strong attachment to it like I do? Is it pure nostalgia? Do you hate it? Do you hate everything about this book? Do you hate what this book stands for? I can see that too. I can see this would be very much a polarizing read. Either you're going to love it, you're going to hate it. I don't know if you can really fall in the middle. That's it for this one, peeps. Cheers.